Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my sales from day 2 of my first markets of this season. I had 2 different markets, but they were in the same weekend, so I'm just counting that whole thing as kicked off the market season, kicking off the market season. You know what I'm trying to say. But they were technically 2 different events, so therefore I did them in 2 separate videos. And Marti, my lovely editor, is sick right now, so she is not editing this. Therefore, this is basically going to be kind of unedited. There's not going to be pictures of the object that pop up on the screen. But I did do ahead of time a everything that I'm bringing to my markets plus prices video, so you can check that out right there. So that'll help you see what these items are, though I'm sure most of them you're probably familiar with anyway. And then in the description box, there's going to be the master pattern list of all of these things. So if I say baby leggy frog, you can go to the pattern list and find the baby leggy frog, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I apologize for the subpar content. She's sick right now. There's nothing we could do about it, and I just want to give her the time to rest. But I also did not want to leave you guys with nothing. So this is my compromise. Subpar content. Here you go. And we will get started right now. These are in no particular order. They're just how the square report has them set up. And pre-tax and pre-fees. So yes. And then you could look for the video after this, because we are going to be going over everything I made in the 3rd quarter of the year, because the 3rd quarter is over. Now we're in 4th quarter. That's October, November, December. So yeah. Okay. The first thing on this list, not technically the first thing I sold, was a $25 mystery bag. That's my large mystery bag. I do go over what was in the mystery bags in that video where I show you everything that I made. I sold a baby leggy frog for $10. I sold a cactus for $22. That was an Etsy pattern. I sold hairy otter for $25. That is, I'm not going to release that pattern, but basically you guys can make that yourself if you want to. I worked off of an otter pattern and modified it and made it bigger. But you can use any otter pattern, and then I crocheted a Gryffindor scarf and then did a little lightning bolt, so you too can have your own hairy otter. And he sold for $25. I did a large pot mushroom. That's a cable and canvas pattern. And the last video, that's a part 1 to this basically, which I'll link right here. I talked about all of the mini pot mushrooms that I made sold. And this is the only other pot mushroom that I brought, and it was a large version of that same pattern. Obviously sold as a different pattern. She upscaled it herself and sold it. So I have both of them, and I have a 3rd one because I have the itty bitty flower pot pattern too. Anyway, I sold this one for $20. So all of the pot mushrooms, is what I'm trying to say, sold out at this event. So if you guys are interested in mushroom patterns, that pot mushroom pattern, it might be a winner. This is the first events I've brought them to, and they all sold. I should be jealous because I did not sell out of my mushroom, but they're a different thing, Hers are more fidget based, which I think, because I was kind of selling them like that, when somebody picked it up, because I had the thing labeled pot mushroom, the basket that they were in, when someone would mention it, I would pick it up and show them. So I think that's what helped to sell them. Yeah, and then my mushroom was obviously cute still, but didn't have that fidget aspect. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, big one, $20. I sold 2 more mini plush octos. Those were $9 each. I sold a mini turtle. I know the pumpkin sold, but I think the pumpkin sold the first day, and this mini turtle just kind of looked like the tortoise from All from Jade. the same color scheme and everything, and this was a $20 mini turtle. I sold a penguin for $15. Interestingly, it was the green penguin that I had made that kind of looked like camo. I just kind of wanted to use those colors, but I thought that would probably be the last one to sell, and that was like the first and only one to sell this weekend. So yeah, use that information how you'd like. I sold the Loso Pink Flamingo, which is a katydids pattern, for $35. I sold another possum for $15. Where did I go? I scrolled and I lost it. I sold a small dino for $15, which I don't remember which one, because I had Sweet Softies, like T-Rex style pattern, and then I had the Crochet Club, like Triceratops also, so I don't remember which one that was. I just tried to use general like categories this time for like my listings in my square. Like all my small dinos were just under small dinos and not by type, so it's like faster checkoutness. So yeah, sorry, that's a little vague. I sold a yellow gummy bear for $20. These are like the big gummy bears and not the like mini no-sew ones. That's why that's $20. I sold a mini octo in regular yarn for $5, and I sold a scrunchie for $5. So for the second day, my sales were $250. And I guess kind of spoiler alert, if you've not watched that first video, my sales the first day were $656. So altogether for this market weekend was a $906 weekend. Again, like pre-tax, for my own sake, because I do have to pay taxes on like the money I make. I also have to pay sales tax, so I didn't include like the sales tax in these numbers because it just kind of like inflates the number, but I like give all that money like back to the state anyway. And then pre-fees, but I mean the fees are only like a couple of dollars even when you like gotta pay out like this much to like center yourself, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's that. Sorry this is like a short video and like a little chaotic. I'm just trying to like just go with the flow, and Marty seemed like really worried about like me not having content, but like we're gonna obviously like get by, and then when she's actually like healed up, then she can have all the content that I make to edit that she wants. Yes, so you guys pray for her if you're into that sort of thing. Wish her well. Speedy recovery for like, you know, all of our sakes, so you guys don't have to deal with subpar content. Yeah, and I will see you guys in the next one, and you can check out like crochet content here, and the next one from me specifically being like all my Q3 numbers if you guys are interested in that, which all 3 of these videos in a row are going to have me wearing the same shirt because I'm not going to change and fake it like it was recorded on a different day. Just like know that all of these were recorded at once because I'm just like batch working some content. Anyway, later days.